Charlemagne will commission many pieces of art. There's really a renaissance in terms of art in Europe under Charlemagne. And he's well trained in the liberal arts, which are grammar, rhetoric, logic, and then moving up to the quadrivium is arithmetic or mathematics, geometry, music, and astronomy. Now he becomes Emperor of the Romans on Christmas Day in Rome, crowned by Pope Leo III, hence the Holy Roman Empire. He's trying to recreate Rome, effectively. He's not trying to create something new. He wants to recreate what has already existed, and that's really important to keep in mind when we're dealing with Charlemagne. This action thus creates a mutually beneficial relationship between the Western Emperor and the papacy. Charlemagne gets the backing of the papacy gets military help from Charlemagne's army. And so we see the establishment of the Western Christian Empire. Really, what had been the realm of the Franks now becomes the Holy Roman Empire. And this eventually comes to rival the power and size of the Byzantine Empire itself. Latin will be established as the official language of business in order to make it uniform across the empire so that we're not speaking all these individual local languages. But let's talk about the equestrian portrait itself. What we're seeing is something that is highly symbolic. So we're seeing him on a horse. First of all, you'll notice the horse is quite small compared to Charlemagne. That's because the horse is not important. Charlemagne is important. He's holding an orb symbolizing the globe, symbolizing power. No one thought the earth was flat at this point or any point in Western history, really, after people go out to sea, but we've dealt with that when we talked about the Sumerians. And in terms of comparison, of course, we can compare it to other images, such as the equestrian portrait of Marcus Aurelius or the depiction of Justinian, world conqueror. And what you see is this attempt at a very sophisticated portrait. Now, it is simplified compared to, for example, the Roman example, but art is, again, reforming under Charlemagne. We wouldn't expect it to start at the top. What we are seeing is something that is considerably greater than what we have seen prior. This is part of what's called the Carolingian Renaissance. This conscious and deliberate revival of the ancient Roman state and new flourishing of the visual arts. They're going to borrow from the Romans, from the Byzantine, because those are the people in power. They're developing a new visual language. And why not develop it based on the people who precede you or the people around you, which we've seen examples of throughout history up to this point. And so this Renaissance is embodied in Charlemagne's equestrian portrait and gives us this incredible sense of who Charlemagne is, this ruler of what is much of Western Europe at the time.